Today we hang out with our guest here on Channel Africa. We're speaking to Billy Monama, and we in an adventure really to find out what he has been up to with what he's been presenting as the South African Music Legacy Masterclass. Billy Monama is a composer, author, music researcher, also guitarist. Billy, which era are you more attracted to? Which one excites you the most when it comes to your musicianship? What is the era that excites Billy Monama?
Well, the 1960s,
Okay.
the 1960s and the 1950s, that is the era. And also the 1990s. This is the reason because the musicians who were at the fourth, they knew what they were doing socially. The 1960s, we're speaking about the Black consciousness era. That is why I'm more attached to it. And then the 1950s, we're speaking about the African jazz, the first movement of African jazz that was in Sophia Town, whereby the culture, the people, the diversity, it was explored there.
Mm-hmm.
Today we have what we have because of that culture that it was established there, because there was forced removals because of the Land Act of 1913. So now when they were removed, black people, they were moved to Sophia Town, they found a culture to live around the communities with colors, white, Indians, and so forth. And the generation of the apartheid, that one, they didn't understand that. That's why people, they were forcefully removed to Soweto. And then when they got to Soweto, they were divided in their ethnic groups. And that's why today we have a discourse amongst ourselves as black people that is result in what is called tribalism. So now those eras for me, they are significant. And then in the 1990s, when Mandela was released in 1991, the Miriam Makebas, the so forth, the Yuma Sikelas, they came from they came back, they returned from exile,
Mm-hmm.
and the sound of jazz has evolved. So that's that's what I love.
Yeah. And, let's take it to where you are right now. As a musician, how do you try to take the lessons of those periods that inspire you when you make your own music and maybe interpret them in a different way that honors those generations?
Yeah, I'm a protege of those musicians who came before us, and I was privileged to have worked with them when I was young until now, and their music it resonate in my music without me even thinking about it. People, they used to say to me, "Billy, you sound like this and that and that," and I'm like, I was so proud that they don't say to me I sound like an American. It means that this it means that the sound that I grew up listening to, it reflects in my music. If you listen to, there's a new album I released this year. It's called The Y Factor, Billy Monama, The Y Factor. So there's a song there, it's called Elusive Freedom. You listen to the poem in there. It speaks about the social problems that we have. So much confrontively so. So yes, it is true. I'm just a guy right now. I'm a musician right now who's taking a baton of those who came before me.
Yeah. Billy, in history, there's a place for each and every era, and we are in a different era now. And of course, this era has lended itself to the eras that came before it. But outside of, the richness in history and the evolution itself, through these master classes, you're teaching the business of music and how to continue
Yes.
the legacy through these business principles like event production, marketing and promotion, cultural sustainability. What is the importance of making sure that these particular lessons are learned?
Young people, they must go to school, guys. I don't want to lie to you. This thing, I know right now, it's all about the numbers. You have the numbers, and then you have made it. Nah, guys. The Instagram following it's not a success. We people, they need to build their brand based on principle and consistency, and with a strong foundation, so that even those numbers they have something that is going to be impactful. So people, they need to learn music business. They need to learn administration. You can't be an artist and you don't know how to write an invoice. You don't know how to write an email. So the only thing that you know is creativity, because when we were growing up, every day, every day there's a story about an artist who got messed up with the deal, or I signed a wrong contract.
Yeah.
Now people are fighting. So those things, they occur because they don't want to go to school to equip themselves. So now that is why the business, it is very imperative, for these kind of master classes, to know yourself as an artist, to position yourself. When we speak about the marketing,
Yeah.
you know yourself, that what brand do you represent and what do you speak to young people, all about. Yeah.
Well, Billy, we have to let it go there. Thank you for joining us. If people want to find out more about future master classes and some of the work that you do, where can they find you on social media?
My name is Billy Monama everywhere on social media. My website is www.billymonama.co.za. But we have so much things that we do. I produce concerts as well, and the concerts that we do, they have to do with the memory of African people. There's a concert that we do is called Maibuye Africa. People, they must follow that as well, because it is a masterclass on its own, because it's a presentation of the music from 1900 until now.
Yeah.
So every time we do a concert, we make sure that we preserve that legacy.
Well, that's Billy Monama. Thank you for joining us here on Channel Africa. Guitarist, composer, author, and music researcher. And he is explaining the legacy of music and why the historical context is always important in the music. Well, that one takes us to 27 minutes past 9 o'clock Central African time. You are with us right here on Channel Africa.